Kondosan.
Once upon a time, Snow White and the prince lived happily married.
I just wanted to get rid of Snow White, but I got banished from the palace instead. I'll make her pay for this.
Of course, my queen. She can't get away with this.
Let me see what she's up to.
It looks like she's taking a walk alone.
And she's outside the palace. I tell you, this is my chance.
The witch immediately drank some potion and...
That's it! I'm coming for you, young lady.
There you go. You are so cute.
The old lady caught Snow White by surprise as she suddenly appeared before her.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
Oh, darling, I'm coming from the market, and these bags are really heavy. I live close by. Could you help me?
Sure. Let me carry your bags.
So they started walking together to the old lady's house.
Here we are. Let me open the door. Come on in. Leave the bags there, will you?
Do you live in this empty house?
You shouldn't be concerned about that. Nighty-night, Snow White.
What are you doing to me?
After making her fall asleep, the witch took Snow White to her own castle. Then she started preparing a potion.
Now I will prepare an amazing potion for our princess.
What's this potion for, my queen?
It turns people into hideous beings. Once Snow White drinks this potion, she will be the ugliest princess of all time.
Oh my! I thought she'll give this potion to the poor girl.
This glass is for Snow White. And this one's for me, my favorite raspberry syrup. Mmm. I'll raise my glass to celebrate my victory once the princess becomes ugly.
And I'll happily watch you do that, my queen. Long live the queen, long live the queen.
What happened to me? Where am I?
You're at the witch's house. She's the one who locked you down here.
Oh, so that old lady was the witch?
She's planning something terrible. She has a potion that will make you ugly.
I can't believe it. How do you know this?
She was speaking to her mirror while preparing the potion. I saw and heard everything.
I can't drink that potion.
Don't worry, I'll help you. I have a plan.
So what are you going to do? What's the plan?
Listen to me carefully.
The squirrel went to the kitchen downstairs.
What's all the commotion? What's happening?
The witch went downstairs to find out what was happening.
How did this happen? My pans!
In the meantime, the squirrel sneaked into the room where the potion was.
Princess! Princess! I got it! Now you can safely drink the potion she'll give you.
Are you sure?
Yes, don't worry. You'll be drinking a delicious raspberry syrup. Take these crayons and some mud with you. And remember the plan, okay?
Okay.
As if I don't have better things to do?
The witch grabbed the glass with the potion. Little did she know that the squirrel had swapped the glasses and it was the raspberry syrup instead.
Well, well, it's time for our beautiful princess to get ugly. Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
Let me go, please. What do you want from me?
Do as I say and you'll be back home in no time. Drink this syrup now, you'll feel better.
And what if I don't?
Then you'll stay here forever. Yes, that's a good girl. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
My queen, I'm afraid Snow White is still the most beautiful girl.
Do you mean Snow White, who'll turn into the ugliest princess alive when the sun goes down? Ew! What happened to you? You're hideous!
You tricked me! My face! What have you done to my face?
From now on, you'll be the ugliest princess in the world. Now you can go back to your palace.
You're an evil, cruel witch.
Let's see if your beloved prince will still love you.
After Snow White left, the witch went into her room and stood before the mirror.
Now it's time for me to drink my raspberry syrup and celebrate my victory. Let's see. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me now who is the fairest of them all.
Well, it's Snow White, my queen.
But how could this be?
On the other hand, my queen, if you must know, you're the ugliest being in the world.
You impertinent mirror! What's that supposed to mean? Oh no!
For a second, I didn't even recognize you. Snow White? But the witch wasn't as lucky as you. She'll be ugly forever. She deserves it, though.
I'm so grateful for all your help, Squirrel. Thanks to you. We taught the witch a lesson. I'll never forget you. Mwah!
Goodbye, Snow White. Kondo-san.
Once upon a time, there lived a carpenter named Geppetto. His wood carvings were very much appreciated by everyone. This carpenter, who was very skillful in his work, loved to make puppets from wood. His shop was filled with these puppets. Sometimes he would sell these puppets and sometimes he would gift them to children. His biggest wish was to have a child.
My dear God, if only I had a child that could play with these toys I make. He could also be a companion to me in the long winter nights.
One day, he went to the forest. He was looking for the appropriate wood for the new puppet he was going to make.
This is just the wood I'm looking for. Solid but soft enough to carve. I can easily make the nose, mouth and arms out of this. It's going to be a wonderful puppet.
He placed the log he had found on his shoulders and headed back to his shop and placed it on his counter. Got to work. Suddenly, he heard a sound.
Ow!
Oh. Where's this voice coming from?
He continued carving again.
Ow!
I think I'm dreaming. The sound can't be coming from the log. I must be imagining things.
Thinking that the voice had come from outside, Geppetto continued working. With great patience and thoroughness, he finished the puppet's head, body, arms and legs. He was admiring his work.
What a beautiful puppet it turned out to be. But it needs clothes and shoes.
He dressed his puppet with the children's overalls and shoes that he had in the shop. It turned out to be such a lovely boy, he placed the puppet on his table.
Since I don't have any children, I can be friends with this puppet. I've even got a name for him. Yes, Pinocchio it is. Your name shall be Pinocchio, little puppet.
He started to clean his counter, but just then heard a sound behind him.
Good evening.
He turned around, but there was no one except the puppet. He continued cleaning.
Hello, Father Geppetto.
Suddenly, Pinocchio jumped from the table to the floor. He started wandering around the shop.
My God! Pinocchio the puppet has come to life.
Surprisingly, his eyes wide open, he was watching him. Pinocchio wasn't human, but he was talking, walking, and playing. Days and weeks passed. Geppetto was so happy. Pinocchio never left the carpenter's shop. He would help him with all his work, and at night, they would sit and chat by the fireplace.
Pinocchio, can you pass the saw?
Of course, Father.
Pinocchio, where are the nails?
Right here.
This way, they lived happily for a couple of years. It was time for Pinocchio to go to school. But they had no money to buy a notebook, a pencil, or a school bag for him. Geppetto had a watch that belonged to his father. He brought this watch to an antique shop, sold it, and gave all the money to Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, this is your money, but I'm giving it to you to buy the things you need for school. Go and buy yourself a notebook, a pencil, and a school bag and head straight to school.
Pinocchio put all the money in his pocket and headed for school. As he was looking at the shops on his way, people noticed him and were staring. "What a strange child with a wooden puppet look," they said. After some time, a huge colourful tent appeared before him. There was a crowd at the door, giving money and going in. With curiosity, he came to the door. There was a clown at the door making people laugh and taking the people who gave him money inside.
Sir, what is this tent? What's inside? Can I go in?
This is a circus. You can't go in if you don't have money.
He remembered the money in his pocket, which his father had given him to go to school.
I have money. Here you go.
He went in. Inside, there was someone on stage that was making the puppets talk and dance.
These are puppets just like me.
With the happiness of seeing someone just like him, Pinocchio jumped onto the stage. The puppeteer that noticed him screamed in shock.
Oh my God, this puppet moves all by himself. I'm going to make so much money out of him. Hey, little one, come here. There's an amazing animal show inside. Do you want to watch?
Really? I sure would. Where? In this room?
Pinocchio, who believed the puppeteer, went into the room. But as soon as Pinocchio went in, the puppeteer locked him in the room. Poor Pinocchio was very, very sad and was crying.
What a big mistake I've made. I spent the school money. I also disobeyed my father, so now I'm in trouble. What am I gonna do now?
A good fairy that saw Pinocchio crying with regret entered through the open window and landed on the table in the room that Pinocchio was in. With her magical wand, sparkling wings and blonde hair, she was a beautiful fairy.
Ooh.
Hi, Pinocchio. Don't worry, I'm going to save you. But first you should tell me everything that's happened. But don't forget, you must tell me the truth.
My dad gave me money to come to the circus, but out of nowhere a man locked me in here.
Pinocchio, whose nose suddenly started growing, was in shock.
Oh, what's going on?
I told you that you need to tell me the truth, Pinocchio. If you lie, your nose will grow even longer.
Pinocchio apologized and told the fairy the whole truth. His nose immediately turned back to normal.
Pinocchio, you regret disobeying your father. Now I'm going to save you from here and give you back your money. Don't make the same mistake again.
You're such a good fairy. Thank you very much. I promise I won't do it again. It was my mistake to enter a circus that mistreats animals in the first place. I'm so ashamed.
The good fairy unlocked the door with her magic wand and took Pinocchio out of the circus. Pinocchio went on his way, singing as he headed to school.
La 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 la.
As he delightfully walked down the road, a sly fox and a crow appeared before him.
What kind of a kid is this? He looks really foolish. He probably has money in his pocket, too. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to school.
Well, you don't have a notebook, pencil, and a school bag. How can you go to school?
I don't, but my money is in my pocket. I'm going to buy them with this.
The fox and the crow looked at each other and started laughing mischievously.
This is the person we've been looking for. We can trick this dork easily. Oh, this is such a small amount. You can't buy all of them with this. But I know a shop where everything is half the price. If you want, give us the money. We'll run and get all of them for you in a snap.
Plus, you'll have some money left over too.
Oh, really? That would be great. Thank you so much. You're such great friends.
Okay, you sit under this tree and wait. We'll go and bring you what you need.
Pinocchio gave all his money to the fox and crow, sat under the tree and waited. He waited, waited and waited. After a long time, Pinocchio finally realized that he had been tricked. He was thinking sadly about what to do. Suddenly, the good fairy appeared before him again, fluttering her wings.
Haven't you gone to school yet? Why are you here? I hope you don't forget the last time. Please tell me the truth.
Ashamed of having his money stolen, Pinocchio lied again.
I dropped my money out of my pocket.
Pinocchio, whose nose suddenly started growing, was in shock again.
Oh.
I told you to tell me the truth, Pinocchio. If you lie, your nose will get even longer this time.
Pinocchio apologized and told the good fairy the whole truth. Once again, his nose turned back to normal.
Thank you very much, but I still don't have any money to buy a notebook, pencil, and a school bag. I'm so embarrassed.
Since you've told me the truth, the money is in your pocket, but don't lose it again.
As Pinocchio was walking and singing on his way, he suddenly came across the puppeteer from the circus. As soon as he saw Pinocchio, who ran away from the circus, he started to chase him.
Come here, you little naughty puppet!
Pinocchio, while escaping with fear, tripped on a stone and fell straight into the sea.
Help! Help! Help!
But because he was made out of wood, he didn't sink. As he moved his hands and feet in order to not sink, he realized that he was swimming. He liked it very much, so he swam, swam, and swam. But that day, the sea was very wavy. The waves dragged him very far. He was so far out in the sea that he was sleepy from exhaustion, and since he didn't sink, he comfortably fell asleep on top of the water. When he woke up, he found himself in a dark place.
Hey, what's happening? Where am I? What is this place? Ew, it smells awful.
As his eyes got used to the dark, he realized that he was now in the stomach of a large whale. It turns out that a big whale had swallowed him. Geppetto was worried sick about Pinocchio, who still hadn't come back home. He went out to search for him. He asked everyone he came across.
Have you seen a small wooden boy pass by?
He came all the way to the seashore and asked the fisherman.
About an hour ago, a kid fell into the sea around here. He may be your son.
Please give me a boat. I'm going to go out to the sea. I need to find him.
The fisherman gave him a small boat. Geppetto got in the boat and sailed out to the sea.
Pinocchio, my son. Pinocchio, where are you?
The small boat couldn't fight the waves, and when it capsized and flipped over, Geppetto fell into the sea. The whale that had swallowed Pinocchio also swallowed Geppetto. He also didn't understand where he was in the pitch darkness. But Pinocchio saw him and started crying.
Father! Father! You found me! I was so scared!
Pinocchio, my son, my son.
Forgive me, Father. I will never disobey you again.
Okay, Pinocchio, we'll talk about this at home. Now let's search for a way to get out of here.
Father, I'm going to try something. I hope we succeed. Good fairy! Good fairy! Can you hear me?
The waves carried his voice all the way to the good fairy's ears.
My God! This is Pinocchio's voice!
The fairy flew towards his voice and appeared inside the whale's stomach where they were.
Pinocchio, you are truly regretful, and I will help you one last time.
When she touched them with her magic wand, they found themselves at the shore. After that day, Pinocchio became a very smart kid. He always listened to his father. He was going to school and helping his father just like the old days. The good fairy tested Pinocchio from time to time. She knew that Pinocchio did not lie anymore and that he always listened to his father. She said, now is the perfect time, and one night she turned Pinocchio into a real child while he was sleeping. The next day, when Pinocchio woke up, he felt a little strange. His heart was beating and he felt blood flowing throughout his body. he was no longer made of wood, but was a real child. He ran straight to his father.
Father, father, look how much I've changed.
My God, my prayers have been answered. I now have a real son.
After that day, they lived happily ever after. Pinocchio was now a child to be proud of.
Kondo-san.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, lived a boy named Aladdin. His father passed away when he was very young, so he was in charge now of supporting his mother. He would help people in the market and try to earn some money to bring food home, because they were very poor. But Aladdin was kind-hearted, so everyone loved him very much. One day, on his way to the market, a well-dressed, evil-eyed man approached him.
Hello, young man. I need to ask you for a favor. I dropped my ring into a small crevice just ahead. I can't get in. Can you go in and get it for me?
Together, they walked toward the crevice where the man had pointed out. The hole was just big enough for Aladdin to enter. He barely went through the hole. Inside, there was a small gas lamp which lit a cave. It was full of gold, money, and jewels. The man called out from above.
If you found my ring, you'll also see an old lamp there next to it. I want you to bring me both of them.
Aladdin was shocked at the sight in the cave, so he got very suspicious that the man only wanted an old lamp and a ring, while the place was filled with money and jewelry.
This doesn't make any sense, but... Okay, I'm coming out.
When he came to the top of the hole, the evil-eyed man yelled at him.
Hurry! Give me the lamp!
No, I need to get out first.
If you don't do as I say, I'll leave you in there. Give me the lamp!
I said no. Let me get out first.
The man got very angry and trapped Aladdin there. Aladdin didn't know what to do in the dark, so he took the lamp and put the ring on his finger. At that moment, green smoke came out and a genie appeared before him. Frightened, Aladdin hid right away.
Don't be afraid, Aladdin. I will do you a favor. I will grant you whatever you want. But you only have 3 wishes.
Please take me home.
This was Aladdin's first wish. Suddenly, he found himself in his room. At that time, his mother, who was also in the room, asked, "Ooh, when did you come in?" Aladdin told his mother everything that had happened to him.
I didn't have anything to eat today because of everything that happened. Do we have anything to eat, Mother?
I'm sorry, son, but we have nothing to eat since you didn't bring any money today. Desperately sitting in a corner, Aladdin wanted to spend time cleaning the lamp, which was very dirty. He took the lamp in his hands, and as he was rubbing it, all of a sudden the lamp genie came out of the lamp.
Say what you wish of me.
Oh my goodness, who are you?
I'm the lamp genie. You saved me from that sorcerer. So now your wish is my command. Say what you wish of me.
My mother and I are starving. We want a table full of food. Can you do this?
Suddenly, a table full of different kinds of food appeared. Aladdin and his mother ate until they were completely satisfied. From that day on, thanks to the magic lamp, a very rich and happy life awaited them. And that's what really happened. Years passed by and Aladdin became a young man. He was at the marrying age.
Mother, I would like to get married.
My dear son, I'm so happy. You'll have the most beautiful girl in the country, and I know just who that is. The Sultan has a beautiful daughter. Her name is Jasmine. What do you say? Aladdin immediately appeared before the Sultan with a small chest full of jewels and told him of his intention.
Dear Sultan, with your permission, I would like to marry your daughter.
It's not that easy. Will you be able to grant my requests?
Whatever you ask, dear Sultan.
Then listen to me well. You will bring 100 soldiers. These soldiers will protect my palace, but all of them should have solid gold hearts in their hands.
Your wish is my command, dear Sultan.
Aladdin went back home and took care of this with the help of the lamp genie. The next day, the Sultan saw in his garden 100 soldiers carrying solid gold hearts in their hands.
Well, since you managed this, I would also like you to build a magnificent palace for my daughter. Only then I will agree that you marry.
Aladdin immediately called the lamp genie. He gladly did whatever Aladdin asked for because he owed his freedom to him.
Say what you wish of me.
I want a magnificent palace for the Sultan's daughter.
The lamp genie clapped his hands twice and a big palace appeared next to their house. Since all of the Sultan's requests had been granted, he approved the marriage. They had a wedding ceremony that lasted 40 days and 40 nights. They soon moved into their palace, and one day, a salesman was passing in front of the palace.
Old lamps! Old lamps! I buy and sell!
I can sell this old lamp to the salesman and get a new one. I think Aladdin will be very happy. The salesman, in fact, was the sorcerer Aladdin met when he was a child. He took the old lamp and gave a new one to Jasmine. The magic lamp was now his. In the evening when Aladdin returned home, he noticed that the palace was gone. He immediately figured out what had happened. He put on the magic ring and called the giant.
Say what you wish of me, but you only have 2 wishes left.
Take me to Jasmine. Hurry up!
All of a sudden, he was in the palace. When he went upstairs and peeked into the open door, he saw Jasmine serving the sorcerer and preparing the table. Aladdin got upset and waited for Jasmine to come to the kitchen. When she entered the kitchen and saw Aladdin, she was surprised. Aladdin, what's going on?
Shh! Be quiet and wait. I will save you.
Aladdin put the ring on his finger right away, and the giant appeared before him.
You only have 1 wish left.
Yes, I know. This is my last wish from you. Freeze the sorcerer and turn him into a sculpture.
All right, here you go.
Suddenly, the sorcerer froze and turned into a sculpture. Aladdin had his lamp once again, so he called the lamp genie.
Say what you wish of me, but don't ever lose me again.
Take us and our palace to our old place. Also send this evil man to a deserted island where he can't hurt anyone.
The lamp genie clapped twice and the palace appeared next to their old house. Their mother was also with them. They told Jasmine everything. After that, Jasmine, Aladdin, and his mother lived a very rich and happy life together.